this episode, I'm going to talk about the first few phases of spiritual awakening. And I know in the first few phases, you'll probably feel like you want to isolate yourself. Maybe you're even feeling like you're the crazy one. Maybe you're feeling like you're pretty much alone and that no one around you thinks the way that you think or sees the things that you see, which are so clear to you right now, and you feel kind of alone. And so in this video, I'm going to break down for you how you can get out of that aloneness state and how you can rise in order to feel connected to everything and anything around you, so that you will feel more supported within your journey of spiritual awakening. If that is something that you'd like to learn more about, then stay around. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. One of the phases of spiritual awakening for sure that is least pleasant is the first stage of spiritual awakening. I remember going through this phase in which I felt pretty much alone. I felt pretty crazy compared to the other world, and I really thought to myself, am I really losing my mind here? Am I the only one who sees what is happening in our world, on our planet? Am I the only one who knows that we're pretty damn powerful beings who create our own reality, who are responsible for our own reality? And I started to feel kind of alone, and I started to also isolate myself a little bit. Not only because I didn't want to be around people, that was actually not really the case. I love to be around people. But what I felt was the connection between the people who I used to hang out with and myself was pretty far away from each other. We were on pretty different wavelengths, and I don't blame anyone for that. But this is just simply a spiritual awakening symptom that you'll go through and that you'll experience. And so naturally you will feel the need to be a bit more alone. And the downside of this is that you can start to feel a little alone, and this is something that I wish for you to be a good experience instead of an empty experience where you feel a little bit lost or you feel like there's no way of connecting. Number one, of course, is finding a like-minded group of people who think the same way that you do, and there are plenty of those groups on the internet, and plenty of communities who are actually in the law of attraction, in spirituality, in expanding your consciousness. So you will probably be naturally already drawn to those people. But another way of how to shift this stage and how to speed up this stage as quick as possible is really just understanding that this is a phase and this is a spiritual awakening phase that you're in. And within this isolation, within this aloneness, what I truly believe is it's also forcing you to go inwards and tapping into your inner being, tapping into your soul's wisdom, tapping into everything that is already within you, all the wisdom, all the knowledge that's already there. And when you start to remember that, you will start to see how everything is so divinely connected and how everything really is just a simple fractal of source energy, and that we're basically all the same. And this is the unity consciousness that you'll rise to. And so in order to speed up this process is really what I truly believe is connecting the dots. And so this episode is truly based on helping you to connect the dots, because in the end I will not teach you anything. You will start to recognize yourself, and that is the purpose of this video, is for you to recognize the dots within your own life, to recognize the dots within the different laws of spiritual our spiritual nature and how our universe works, and eventually how you can rise up to that kind level of consciousness that will make you feel as if everything is already connected. Because in the end, this isolation process is simply, it is meant to be there. Why is it meant to be there? Because in this cocooning phase, in this going inward phase, what I already talked about is that you will not only tap into your inner resources, you will not tap into your higher self, but you will also start learning about the universe, about our planet, about our world. And eventually you will find two things. And what you will find is that we have a dark side that is very active on our planet right now. And most probably this is probably one of the first things that you'll discover. So in the end, when you discover this, you probably will be a little bit mad at the world. You will be mad at people. You will be mad at different things that are happening, and you start being mad and rebelling towards everything that should be changed for our planet to evolve in a more positive way. And the reason why you're most probably going into the dark is because the dark right now is most dominant within our planet. And that is what happened to me. I started to see clearly all the things that were so obviously wrong with our world. Until I finally started to realize and started to find the light side within our universe, the light side within our planet and what's already happening on our planet. And I want you to know that this is something that is happening right now. Our light is also ruling right now. It's starting to rise, and it is working very hard behind the scenes in order to make sure that planet Earth is shifting into the timeline that she's meant to shift into. And we're actually moving towards a planet that contains higher levels of consciousness. So automatically the people will have to raise their consciousness with it. And so we're living in extremely hopeful times right now. And I understand that that is not how it seems, and that's why I want to create this video, is for you to understand, first of all, when you start exploring this spiritual awakening, the spiritual side of things within on our planet, within your own life, exploring yourself, basically, for you to understand a little bit of what is happening, and to finally help you to understand, or give you the sort of boosts, I would say, the boosts that will help you to realize what's already within you. Because once you start seeing what everything is about, you will start seeing the whole. And I truly believe that within the spiritual awakening, the first few phases are the hardest, because we're not yet seeing the whole. We're not yet seeing the full picture of what is truly happening. And of course, spiritual awakening is an ongoing journey, and we will spiritually evolve until after we have left our planet. But that is a topic for another time. But once we can tap into that wholeness, once you can tap into that wholeness within yourself, you will stop feeling so separated from everything around you. You will stop feeling separated from maybe the groups of people that you used to hang out with, because you start to understand that everything is connected. Everything comes from the same source, and that we are all reflections of each other. Whatever you see in me is a reflection of you. Whatever I see in you is a reflection of me. And so all this knowledge, and I'm getting full body chills right now, because this is what my soul basically agrees with. When we integrate all of that wisdom and we start to recognize that within ourselves, then we start to see that we're not alone in the first place. We start to see that we're all unified. And when you start to see that we're living in this unity consciousness, you start to rise into unity consciousness, You're moving yourself out of aloneness into unity, and that's when this hard phase, hopefully this time for you, will be condensed in order to see that whatever is happening right now is a design of something greater than even the spiritual beings that exist. It is the design of source energy. Everything right now that you can see, feel, hear, touch, and not even see, it's all part of the universe, and it's all as sacred. The dark is as sacred as the light, and so there is not really a difference. There is no separation in there. There's only a connection and peacefulness that you will find once you realize that all the bad things that are happening right now are also a way of the universe playing out this divine plan. So when you think everything is going wrong, second guess, is it? Is everything really going wrong? Or was this all part of a divine plan anyway? And I think if you can connect those dots, and you can really feel that, that's when you will find your liberation as well. And that's when you will start to connect on a different level. Let me know in the comments if there were any aha moments. Let me know in the comments what is your experience into your spiritual awakening. I'm very curious to know. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this video with everyone who needs to hear right now. And for those of you who are new here and haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.